So hi guys, in this video we're going to talk about hydration. First I want to start out with some interesting facts that you may or may not know about your body and hydration and water levels. First of all, our body can be made up to as high as 75% of water. Another interesting fact is that for every pound of muscle that we have, it can hold 2 to 3 times that in water and other body fluid. This is an important stat or fact to know that when you're losing body fat but also weightlifting and gaining muscle, the scale may not show exactly what's happening accurately, which is why I like measurements and the look more important than what the scale says. If you gained a pound of muscle and lost 2 pounds of fat, you may be the same on the scale. So keep that in mind in your fat loss journey. Another interesting thing that you should know about dehydration is even a little bit of dehydration, mild dehydration, can lead to a pretty significant decline in our cognitive performance. Okay, so if you're a student, you even just at work performance, you can really start to have a negative ability to remember, to connect things, your aptitude, different things like this can get affected by just even a little bit of dehydration. So if you're out drinking one night, you forgot to drink water, you haven't had your electrolytes, it's a hot day, keep that in mind. If you're feeling a little off, you might just need a little more water. Our hydration needs do vary, obviously, depending on the size of the body, male, female, our age, our activity level, the climate that you currently live in. There's no exact answer to how much water you need, but I like to set sort of like certain rules and you go and you adjust from there depending on what you need or how you feel. So for a male, 200-pound male who is, goes to the gym 4 or 5 times a week, you start with a gallon. A gallon a day is going to be pretty much, it might even be a minimum of what you need. I tend to need about 5-6 liters, which is about a gallon and a half a day to feel optimal. For females, let's say if you're a little bit shorter, a little bit lighter, 120 pounds or so, you might get away with 3 liters, all right, of water. So about 3/4 of a gallon, let's say. Again, this depends on the rest of your diet, how much electrolytes you're having, the climate, etc., like mentioned before. But those are my 2 kind of stable rules. For women, I say start with 3 liters and adjust. And for men, start with 4+ liters and adjust from there, okay? With that, make sure that you always take some electrolytes daily, particularly if you live somewhere like I do in Florida or Texas. Very hot, it's gonna, your demands for electrolytes and water will be a bit higher in these climates, and I always take electrolytes every day. Obviously, I take my own formula here in Amino Hydrate. So if you don't have an electrolyte that you like, please check that one out. Website is in the description below. And the good thing about that product is you also are going to get essential amino acids, which help your daily protein requirements. Okay, so check that out if you haven't already. Tastes great, no artificial flavoring ingredients, very clean, good bang for your buck there. So proper hydration really is just an everyday absolute staple in trying to feel better, look better, perform better. You just can't do it without it. Dehydration leads to negative sleep quality, mood. You can be more moody, irritable, even emotional stability. Lack of emotional stability has been connected to dehydration. Headaches, migraines. I so many times I've in the thousands of people I've worked with, it's pretty remarkable that probably I have found an experience of probably 70 to 80% of people I've dealt with at least had a form of mild dehydration. Tiredness, sluggishness, if any of these things, if you experience any of these things, first thing to do is make sure you're fully hydrated. It could be as simple as you forgot to drink water the other day. It could be even 2 days backlogged. It could be that you drank. It could be that you had maybe you ate out some junk food and you shouldn't have, had too high of a sodium or an imbalance of electrolytes, okay, and that caused some water retention problems, okay, so you have to flush this out. Last thing I want to say is when you are trying to lose body fat, water becomes very important to help flush out toxins, okay? Your body holds toxins in fat cells, and so when those are burned and being broken down, the body releases toxins, and you need to make sure you're flushing those out, okay? Proper hydration is very key, critical to feeling better, looking better. If you have any symptom like that of tiredness, sluggishness, irritableness, cramping, etc., just get your water and you should feel better. Hope that helps. Share this with anybody that you know struggles from any of those dehydration symptoms. And make sure to check out Amino Hydrate, my product, my new supplement line there. Really have had amazing reviews and feedback on this, so check that out for yourself. And thank you for watching. Subscribe if you haven't. Turn on the notifications if you haven't. And I'll see you next time on the next video, which is going to be about sleep.